rummaging through this old box of Pokemon cards. I'm going to draw out one particular card. I'll look it over since it's going to be a surprise to me as well. And then I am going to give you several clues, or maybe slight riddle-like questions about the Pokemon. I want you to see how quickly you can guess each one of these mons. Now, the Pokemon in this box range from various regions, generations, sets, as well as all varieties of cards. This is a complete random box. So, are you ready? Let's get ready to begin. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel to help support the growth. Like the video if you can, and share with someone who might like this sort of relaxation. So let's have a gentle rummage. Okay. So this Pokemon is a first evolution, or a basic Pokemon, and it has two evolutions after it. One of its types is poison. If you can guess it on the first clue, that would be wildly impressive. Your second clue. This Pokemon has a singular horn on its head. Have you guessed it yet? Your next clue. This Pokemon has two large ear-like structures, one on each side of its head. Who is it? If you guessed the Pokemon Nidoran, male, in this situation, you would be correct. And that is how the game will be played. Let's move on to our second card. Okay, this Pokemon might be found near water, but it is not a water type. Your second clue. This Pokemon is often seen with an inanimate object. Your last clue. This Pokemon is a partial ghost type. That might have just given it away. Have you figured it out yet? If you guessed Sandygast, you would be correct. I've always thought that that Pokemon was quite unique and enjoyable from the Alolan region. Let's try another. This one should be good. This Pokemon has a separate form for its male and female counterparts. That's fairly vague, so once again, if you guessed it on that first clue, congratulations and very well done. Your second clue. This Pokemon walks primarily on 4 legs. Your last clue. This Pokemon has a more colorful form for its female counterpart. Have you guessed it? This one I made quite a bit harder. If you guessed Salandit, you would be correct. The female Salandit has that more colorful addition to its palette, which I always rather liked, but quite a difficult one there, I will admit. Let's see if we can find another good card. This Pokemon can fly, but it is also a ground type. Some of these clues will definitely be easier than others. This might be one of those. You might also get stung if you get too close to this Pokemon. Let's throw you a curveball here. This Pokemon also shares characteristics with a crab in certain features. Who is it? If you guessed Gligar, you would be correct. Crab-like claws, a stinger on its tail, and flying wings. A rather unique Pokemon. Let me know in the comments how many Pokemon you've guessed correctly thus far. Let's find another card. This Pokemon might prefer to live in a forest, but it does not climb trees. This Pokemon is also a partial fairy type. Your last clue. This Pokemon is well known for giving a bit too aggressive of hugs. Who is it? I might have given it away on that last clue. If you guessed Bewear, you would be correct. This Pokemon is known for giving hugs that could be fatal. Let's find another. Here we are. This Pokemon is known to be very, very lightweight. has no arms. Who is it? I feel like this might be a bit of a difficult one, but we will see. Once again, let me know if you get this particular one in the comments. If you guessed Ghastly, and in this particular example, the Halloween edition Ghastly, you would be correct. Congratulations. How are we doing so far? Getting a bit sleepy, I hope. Let's continue. Let's try this one. This Pokemon is known for being very, very old. It is also a partial water type. You might typically see this Pokemon from the perspective in which only its back is visible. Who is it? This one might be rather difficult. Once again, if you guessed Kabuto, the rock, water, fossil type, ancient Pokemon, you would be correct. Congratulations. I always preferred Kabuto a bit more than Ammonite, but I know that's quite subjective. Let's see if we can find a good one here. I like this one. This Pokemon is one of two options of final evolutions of a Pokemon. I can feel the intrigue creeping up in your mind as I say that clue, thinking, who could that be? Multiple options, I'm assuming. This Pokemon has a single piece of its body that is blue. A bit of a visual clue there. This Pokemon is a partial. No, actually, this Pokemon is completely water type. I almost got that one wrong. Who is it? If you guessed Politoed, the optional evolution, or final evolution that is, of Poliwag, and one of my personal favorites from the Johto region, you would be correct. A great Pokemon, and that original Neo era Politoed holographic is one of my favorite cards from that era. Let's find another good one. This is going to be a good one. This Pokemon is a partial fighting type. second and final evolution of a Pokemon, also known as a Stage 1. Who is it? Have you figured it out? If you guessed Breloom, the grass fighting type from Generation 3, you would be correct. And a well-known Pokemon from my R&R series, Pokemon ASMR videos, and ace Pokemon of the gym leader, Kanan. Will we battle him again in the future? Only time will tell. I've had that question asked multiple times in the comments. Let's find a great Pokemon here. Here we are. This Pokemon has been featured in at least one ASMR&R roleplay video, and it is a fire type. There are multiple options there, but once again, if you guess it on that first clue, this is your lucky day. Next clue. This Pokemon has a tail. And your last clue. This Pokemon evolves via a fire stone. That one should be quite easy, I would think. If you guessed Flareon, member of the ASMR chiropractic Pokemon videos, you would be correct. Let's see what we have next. Here we are. This Pokemon is a Stage 2 final evolution of a starter Pokemon. We will start very vague there. This Pokemon is a singular type. That narrows it down quite a bit. This Pokemon also gained its Mega Evolution for the first time in the Legends ZA video game. Who is it? This might be a bit more of a challenge. If you guessed Feraligatr, you would be correct. A really cool Pokemon that I think is definitely one of my favorite final evolutions for a starter. Let's continue. Here we are. This Pokemon requires you to have a health item in order to obtain it, but it is not a final evolution. Kind of a tricky one, I think. This Pokemon has no arms and no obvious legs either. Last clue. This Pokemon's body is made up of two and only two colors, not including the eyes. Who is it? If you guessed Porygon 2, you would be correct. Originally, a final evolution required the upgrade item to evolve from Porygon, but later made a stage 1 when Porygon Z was released. A unique Pokemon for sure. Let's find another. Here we are. This Pokemon is a dual type, and one of the types is flying type. It is also a stage 2 Pokemon. Your next clue. This Pokemon has once been owned by Ash Ketchum. Keywording there. Your last clue. This one should be very easy. This Pokemon is known in the Pokédex for having the ability to fly at speeds of Mach 5. Who is it? If you guessed Pidgeot or Pidgeot, according to the old Pokérap, you would be correct. Pidgeot, the original, there we are, Pidgeot, the original large bird Pokemon. I think we can do one more. This Pokemon is a favorite of police officers in the Kanto region. That one should have a large amount of people finding the answer quickly. I'll throw a very deep counter reference for the second clue. This Pokemon has a well-known, or I guess was a part of a well-known Pokemon identification error in the original anime, meaning that it was called by the wrong name on screen. Your last clue. Its evolution is a legendary Pokemon. Did that throw you off a bit? Some of you will be smirking just a bit with that clue. If you guessed Growlithe, you would be correct. Now I used a bit of liberty with that last clue. Its evolution, Arcanine, is classified in the Pokédex as the legendary Pokemon, so technically true, and very confusing to many children at the time. It was famously called Arcanine by Officer Jenny in one of the early anime episodes. So, like I said, please let me know how many answers you correctly us how many Pokemon you correctly answered, and let me know which ones really stumped you. Thank you as always for watching, and please consider liking and subscribing the video to help the channel grow.